AEW is heading back to Providence. You're a Boston native. They're going back there. Is it the 7th of November? So you'll be back in your like home area.
Yeah.
What's that like going back to Boston?
It's always exciting. I mean, I was just talking to my brother just a moment ago, showing him the trucks. He goes, "Oh, can you take me there?" I'm like, "Yes, I can take you there next week because we're going to be in New Hampshire and Providence next week." So it's always so exciting. So I'm excited that my family gets to be there, fans get to be there. And also this week is on Friday, New Japan Strong Show. And I know Anna Jay is in that match. There's a four-way for my New Japan Strongwomen's Championship. So there's just a big week of wrestling in the New England area where it's all began for me. So it's really excited to be home. Since
With
there's a video
Boston,
call.
like I'm a big Boston fan anyway.
I love that.
There's a lot of wrestling talent out of there. You've got Carmelo Hayes, you've got Thomas Ciampa, yourself. There's just so many talented wrestlers coming out of Boston right now. What is it that makes that city such a good production line for people to just for the amount of talent that's being pushed out of such a small city?
I mean, it is a small city, but it's also so big. It's a city of champions, the city of
Yeah.
being strong. It's always Boston strong. It's like it's a meaning behind it. All those names you said came from the same school, Kofi Kingston, Todd Hansen. He was my trainer who is in the Vikings, or I forget the War Raiders. Um, Brian Malone is who trained me. There's so many people who came out of New England. Mike Bennett, who's here at AEW, Matt Taven, just Boston alone. I don't know what it is, but we just have this grind that just won't make us stop. We're warriors. We just want to keep on going. Like when I was a young student training, like I always wanted to learn every single day. And not only did I train at Chaotic Wrestling, I trained in Everett, I trained down in Fall River, I went to Providence, I went everywhere to go learn. I think just people from Boston are just always so hungry, maybe to get out of this big, small city and show people that people from Boston are the best.
What's the indie scene like over in Boston? Is the same school pushing out a lot of indie talent that's working their way up the rankings?
All I know about is Chaotic Wrestling. That's where the place that I started. I don't really follow along New England Pro Wrestling or New England Indie Wrestling right now, but all I know is Chaotic Wrestling and New Japan Strong. That's going to be here this week on Friday.
Talking about New Japan, I've been really curious. So Anna Jay, as you mentioned, she's competing on Friday in Boston, but she's been getting so much praise for the development she's made since she went over to Japan. She started working over there, and if you read or listen to any of like the media, Anna Jay's just taken huge jumps in terms of in-ring production since being over in
Mhm.
Japan. You've been there. You're currently a New Japan champion. What is it that about being in Japan that makes you just take such a big leap during your time there?
I would have to say it's the training, it's the grind, it's the hustle. They treat it like it's a legit sport. And I know Anna Jay wanted to go out there to get better, to learn, and she grew so much, as you can see in AEW now. She was hungry to get better, so she went out there, and it's great to see people that are hungry and want to learn. And that Japanese style is it's the strong style. I'm sure she trained every single day, had matches every single day. And once you train and once you actually perform in front of fans and do the in-ring work every single day, you can only learn and just grow. So it's cool to see that now she is a competitor for my New Japan Strong Championship. So I might be able to face her soon. Who knows?
And that's what makes like New Japan and the partnership with AEW so great, right? You've got Forbidden Door coming over to the UK next year, so English fans are going to get to see how that New Japan style kind of clashes with the
Mm.
American style of wrestling. And a lot of you AEW talents right now, especially in the women's division, are just getting such a strong division around all of you. Like the men's division
Mm-hmm.
now's got MJF, Will Ospreay, Adam Cole's back. With the female division, you've got Anna Jay, Sky Blue, Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander. When it comes to just how deep the AEW rosters are right now and what's coming forward, how much more growth do you think is available for AEW in the next 5 years based on the rapid growth it's had over the first five?
I mean, the first five is just like we are barely scratched the surface. We're just getting started. And as you said, all those incredible names are the reasons why I wanted to come to AEW in the first place, so I can wrestle these girls. All of them are so super talented, are so super driven and want to be the best. And this is where the best wrestle. So I love that we have such an amazing and a deep depth roster and a place that where not only can we wrestle people from AEW, from New Japan, but everyone globally too. There's so many people out there that get a chance to come to AEW. So it's exciting to see how amazing and how deep women's wrestling is right now. It's incredible to see it.
When you first came to AEW, you had that beef with Willow, right? For which came from your time in New Japan together with matches you had there. That's kind of simmered off because you've got some beef going on with Chris Statlander, but that can tie in and tie out of itself due to the way the storylines have been working.
I mean,
Is that squashed from your side?
it's definitely not squashed yet. She keeps on interfering in my matches, and she wants a chance at my TBS championship. She said a while back, I'm the reason why her and Willow's relationship is not in existence anymore. It's like, why am I the problem? Money changes everything. Ever since I came to AEW, money has just gone up. The women's division has gone up. So she should be thanking me, not burying me and saying that I'm the problem. I'm never the problem. I'm the solution. More money, no problems.
She was thanking the CEO, huh?
Always.
That leads us on to Chris, right? You've got you attacked her from behind. I think it was last week on Dynamite, and she didn't really flinch, and then it took like the 2-on-1. So I'm just wondering what was going through your mind after you threw that shot, and it didn't.
No,
seem
I just
to,
saw like a
it
little
just seemed
spider
to
on her
piss her
back. I
off
was
more
just
than
trying to get a
anything.
spider. No, there's just a spider on her back. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to get it. And I just realized she has a very strong back. My forearm really hurt after I hit her. And she hit me very, very hard in the face. But I'm super excited to see Camille squash her, beat her up, destroy her like the little bug that she is tonight.
And then what's the plan for you and Chris? Are you gonna wait for Camille to just destroy her, and then you kind of mop up next time you two face
I can
each
definitely
other,
just
or
pick up the little
is she not
pieces.
getting a shot?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm just going to pick up the little pieces and mop her away. On to the next.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works, right? I mean, you need to make sure you've got 2 championships to defend. You can't be having full strength matches every week.
Oh, definitely not. I can't be breaking a nail every single week. I got to be wearing cute outfits, okay?
Talking about that, what does it mean for you to be a double champion? So you've got the AEW championship, you've got that division on your back, you've got your other championship with that division on your back, and you happen to defend both titles with 2 different sets of rosters just coming for your neck every week. How does that
hmm
pressure stack up?
Well, I don't really feel pressure. I have Camille by my side, and I always have a plan for everything. I love being a double champion. I love defending my championship whenever Tony needs, whenever New Japan needs. It just means that I am the greatest. I love all of these new matchups and all of these new people that I get the opportunity to wrestle. Like this is the funnest that I've ever had in my career. So it's only amazing opportunities, no pressure for me.
The one thing I want to go back to Boston for a moment, just because obviously I'm wearing a Celtics stuff. I'm a big Celtics fan. And there was a game, I think it was either at the start of this season, preseason, or during the NBA finals, where you were in the crowd and they were showcasing you in the crowd. How much of a Celtics fan are you growing up in the city? And what do you expect from them this year? I'm just looking for some predictions. Do they repeat? Is it going to be
Oh, we're
more
definitely
champions in
gonna get a
Boston?
little we're definitely gonna get a repeat. I got to be right there when we won the championship this year. So it was so amazing. That was my first time ever. And I just had a call, the Boston Celtics to get those tickets just like that. I was like, "Oh my God, this is the game." I wasn't knowing if we were going to make it or not. And we just got those tickets like that with me and Maria Menounos. It was so incredible to be in the audience and to experience the city like that, and especially outside of that arena was wild. Being in the city of Boston, winning a championship is the craziest experience ever. So I definitely am going to predict that we are going to win another championship this year.
In terms of just being in that city, winning that championship, being a champion yourself, what was the atmosphere like with everybody celebrating the win, but then everybody's like, that's Mercedes Moné. How much were they kind of torn? Because there's so much crossover between wrestling fans and basketball fans that there's no way it was an easy in and out of the arena for you.
Oh, it never is, and I can never hide with this hair, but always being in Boston, like, it's just the best feeling ever. Just everybody accepts me, and it really legit feels like home. Any place that I go to, whether it's the Boston Garden or just a grocery store and just walking down the street, I just always feel so welcome and so loved in Boston. Um, it's just home for me. I put the Boston, baby.
Will you be on the card for Road for Providence? New Hampshire,
I'm
will you
not
be
sh
on the
I'm
card?
not sure. We have to see. I will definitely be in New Hampshire next week for AEW Dynamite.